Hello, I'm Olivia Grayson.
And I'm Jamie Rust. Welcome to Stratazine, your source for authentic, curated content for digital and social media professionals.
On today's show, we'll take a look at how AI is affecting the world of communications.
In our Tips and Tools segment, we'll talk about different kinds of AI and how they are a helpful tool for content creation.
First, to our question of the day. How many people use AI-assisted tools like ChatGPT and Siri daily? Stick around to hear the answer.
I had the chance to ask students around BYUI about how they use AI in their daily lives and how they use it in their work for school. I'm here with Ethan. Have you ever used AI before?
Not really.
Not really? Why? Why have you chosen to stay away?
I've heard that it can be false, that it just kind of pulls stuff from random sources and makes up an answer if it doesn't have the answer.
Yeah.
And I just got back from my mission like 4 months ago. So I wasn't here when it originally came out. And so I think that has given me an added advantage because I wasn't
really
just integrated into it right away. It's like, oh, it's harmless. Look at this. And so whenever I see like the AI overview in like Google, I just skip over it because like this is probably not going to be the most accurate information.
That's awesome. Thank you. What's your name?
Maxwell.
Maxwell. So have you ever used AI before?
Occasionally.
What's your favorite?
More recently, I've been looking at ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But I don't use it for answers. I use it for ideas for like writing.
Yeah, just like get the wheels turning.
Yeah.
That's
or
great.
like I use it also for D&D for some story elements, things like that. So
that's awesome. Okay, thank you. What's your name?
Caleb Peterson.
Caleb. So have you ever used AI?
All
Caleb?
the time.
What's your favorite?
ChatGPT.
What do you use it for?
I use it mostly for homework, just like coaching, and then also for my business.
Okay. Do you feel like AI nowadays is helpful or more hurtful?
I feel like it can be very helpful, but if people use it for the wrong reasons, then it's very hurtful.
Yes, for sure. Okay, thank you. We're here with Michael. Michael, do you use AI?
I do.
What's your favorite one?
I don't know if I have a favorite per se. I just kind of use the tools that I have. So there's ChatGPT and Copilot through the school. And so those are the two main ones that I use.
Okay, do you feel like AI is being more helpful or hurtful?
I think it's being more helpful. It gives me a lot of ways to practice what I'm learning and helps me just better understand the concepts that I'm trying to learn.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. We're with Josh today. Josh, have you ever used AI?
A few times, yes.
What's your favorite?
Copilot.
Copilot. Why do you choose that one?
Not only has it come recommended by a few of my professors, it's also the least likely to get me in trouble with the school and other things like that.
That's fabulous.
I don't use it to do my work for me, but to find solutions when I get stuck.
That's great. That's amazing. Thank you. It sounds like it's pretty normal nowadays to use AI in schoolwork on the BYUI campus.
I agree. Now let's hear from Lindsay with our topic segment, as she gives us a brief explanation of how content creators can use AI in the right way.
Hello and welcome to our topic segment. I'm Lindsay Morales, and I'll be discussing how content creators can use AI the right way. AI has been a game changer for content creators, but using it the wrong way can hurt your brand. So here's how to use AI the right way without losing your creativity. Are you stuck on content ideas? AI can help generate topics, outlines, and headlines. Just don't let it do all the thinking for you. Use AI for time-consuming tasks like editing, transcribing, or SEO optimization, but always, always, always add your own unique voice and perspective. AI should enhance, not replace. Fact-check AI-generated content, inject personality, and keep it authentic to build trust with your audience. AI is a powerful tool, but creativity is still king. How are you using AI in your content creation? Let us know and keep listening for more insights.
Since we're a little more educated on this topic, let's hear from a professional.
We held an interview with Brother Bean. He's a journalism professor at BYU, Idaho, to get his insights on how AI is affecting the world of communications.
Well, I'm here with Brother Bean for our interview today. Do you mind talking a little bit about your background, your education?
So I got a degree in human growth and development from Utah State, master's degree in organizational communication from Idaho State. And then I got a PhD in education, adult education with an emphasis in organizational leadership and development from the University of Idaho. And I've been an educator all my life. And for 27 of those years, I've been here. So started at Riggs College, we transitioned to BYU Idaho. So I've been here for 27 years.
So let's talk a little bit more about how AI is affecting just communications in general, and maybe more specifically to communication students and to communication careers.
Yeah.
So how do you think AI is affecting the world of communications?
Well, it's already affecting us here at BYU Idaho in the sense that the university has kind of adopted it. They're all in. They want to go in AI. We just got a thing, an internet or an email that said that they want us to incorporate X amount of, and I can't remember if it was hours or percentage of AI into our classes. So they want us to start adopting that.
Like teaching that?
Yeah, teaching that. Yeah, and so it's already there, and students have found it already.
Right.
And so I agree that we need to be aware of it because students are using it. Some of them using it very inappropriately because it's just taking information that's out there. And by the way, we talk about AI. AI has actually been around for, 20, 30, 40 years because the first AI was like spell check.
Oh,
that was an AI.
Right.
And so I would type my papers, and then you actually had to open up a program, put your paper in, it would kind of proofread it for you, spell check everything for you. Now that's just kind of automatic. Now I have autocorrect on my emails. In fact, I'm typing and I watch it just correct what I've done. So it's been there, and it should be an assistance to us. But the danger of the AI and how it can impact us is when we allow AI to take over, when we allow AI to do it for us. So when I say, write me a speech about this, write me a paper about this, even creating images. So I think students need to know primarily is that how are they going to use AI or are they going to abuse AI? And once we abuse AI, I think that it has as much intelligence to then abuse us. I mean, it can give us false data, and unless we're doing the research and we just trust it, then we're putting something out there that's false, fake, phonies.
Right. What are some examples you've seen as you've taught here of the right ways to use AI as a student and some wrong ways or some ineffective ways, I guess?
Okay. So I'll have a student who get up and give a speech. Excuse me. In our everyday conversation, they have a voice. And so then we're talking and communicating. The next thing I know, they get up and they're like, in the year 1725, our founding fathers, and you're like going, where did this come from? You have never used the word peruse in your life. And now you're using it.
Everyday language.
And so that's the inappropriate way to let them do that. I hear AI talks at church.
Right. Yeah. I have as well.
You can just hear it because it's not your voice. It's not you telling the story. And so what happens in that, the inappropriate way is when we let AI take over. Right. We just say, here we go. Use my general idea and then create something for me. The appropriate way to use AI is to say, okay, here's my talk. I've written it out. How would this talk, or could you help me adapt this talk to a younger audience? So then what happens is it takes what I say, and maybe structures a little bit differently. It puts in some words that are maybe a little bit different. And then I take that, I compare it with my original, and then I write the final draft. Right. So I'm generating. It's like saying spell check, but this is a youth check.
Right.
Okay. Or whatever, however I want to do that. And so I think we can use that. I said I used AI once on my computer. I keep pointing to my computer. Right. My friend, my AI companion. I said, hey, here's some facts that I have for a case. And I had all the facts. I said, could you put this into a narrative? So I had about a page, single space, and it pumped out 2 pages, but just in a more narrative form.
Right.
Then I went back and I read it. I'm like, well, it took the AI took a little bit of liberty of things that I didn't include, and so then I had to go back and say change that.
Right. To create the story.
To create the story. So I'm like, it's a fictional story, so I'm not worried about it giving me false information, but I just want to make sure that it doesn't take too much liberty. So that, in that regard. So if I have a speech and I say, hey, how does this speech sound? Is there any words that I could use more effectively? That's okay, because I can do that with a friend, and they could give me suggestions. When I wrote my papers for my master's degree, my wife would proofread them for me, give me some suggestions, but she never wrote it for me.
Right, versus write the speech.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She assisted me or helped me, but she didn't do it for me. Right. So I'd say the appropriate is to use it as a way to make something better.
I think part of it is the communication department as a whole is, I think, more of a creative base, right, than other departments. I've had some professors, go back and forth of, use AI to help you kind of generate ideas versus, use it to help you once you have your product made. Yeah. So what do you think about using AI to help you generate ideas, since we are in a creative department?
I would rather see AI give you feedback on your ideas, because to me, the idea and the origin, the genesis of creation is within ourselves. And so instead of saying, well, give me an idea, what could I do? Then I think that AI now, I think they're taking away your creativity.
Right. But I really liked how you mentioned how they're going to maybe incorporate this into courses now of teaching students how to use this effectively. Because I view it almost as like returning home from a mission, teaching them how to use technology, weaning them into how to do this correctly instead of just... Anyway, but my last question for you...
I'll tell you this, I'm behind the times. So I'm taking a sabbatical in the fall, and one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to learn more about AI, my responsibility and my role in helping students understand how to use it ethically and responsibly. Because again, same thing, spell check. Back in the day, there were probably teachers say, "Oh, that's wrong. You should know how to spell that word." And I'm like, I don't know how to spell the word. I don't want to sit there in a dictionary, So I'm going to use spell check, because to me, the idea is right. And once it's spelled, hopefully I'll remember. But I will say this, I'm a lazy speller now.
Oh, I'm so bad.
I'm a lazy speller, because I'm just like, accommodate, two C's, one. I just say accommodate. And
you just spell it for you.
I just hit and I type. That's AI. I do not type.
Yeah.
I speak everything that I sound. I make some corrections here or there, but that's AI. So for me, I'm behind the times because I don't know some things, and students who are digital natives know so much more about AI. So it's hard for me, other than I can hear it. Right. I can feel it. It's kind of like when you smell it, you know it. You don't have to, a friend of mine once said, you don't have to stick your head down a one holer to know that it stinks. It's a reference to an outhouse. And I think sometimes with AI, it's like, I don't know everything about it, but usually you can tell by the context.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Brother Bean, for just being with us and being here for our interview.
Okay,
thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
It was great to hear about how AI is affecting communication careers and students at BYUI in the communication department.
Our tip and tool for this week is learning the different forms of AI and how they can be used to assist in content creation.
Hi, I'm Skylar Bailey Manapat with Stratazine, and in this episode of Tips and Tools, I wanted to give you a few AI tools that can help you improve your content creation. Now, how can we use AI? AI is still a new concept, but it has improved in many different ways. Today, we will be going over a few AI bots that are used for writing, social media, and content and search engine optimization. For writing, you can use ChatGPT, which gives you ideas on what to write. Writer is a writing assistant that helps you sound less like a robot and improves writing skills. Then we have Quillbot. Quillbot helps you with your writing skills, such as paraphrasing features, spell check, and many others. Little fact, I used Quillbot to help me write and improve the script. These next three bots are here to help you with posting. Copy AI helps generate social media posts, product descriptions, and more. SocialBee aids in creating social media content and automating the posting schedule across platforms. Content Studio helps you create and share optimized content. For the last set of bots for today, we have ones that help you improve the chances of your content to be seen by the search engine. Each one covers a different way to make your content better and improving your SEO, search engine optimization. These are the bots to check out on how to improve your content and how you can increase your chance of it being found online. There are plenty of other AI bots that can help you with music, images, copywriting, and many other ways, but these are just a few that I want to talk about today. Thank you for watching. This has been Tips and Tools. I'm Skylar Bailey Manapat with Stratazine, and I'll see you next time.
Now to the question of the day. How many people use AI-powered assistants like ChatGPT or Siri?
As of early 2025, the daily use of active user counts for AI-powered assistant like ChatGPT and Siri are 122.5 million daily active users. As of 2024, approximately 84.2 million people in the United States use Siri.
Well, that's all for this episode of Stratazine. Coming up in our next episode, the topic will be how finding a niche can help content creators.